is a very good place to start. I want to remind you, you said that you met an army colonel or somebody senior in the army, and you were having a conversation with that person, and he shared about his fear during the war. And you said that it has never occurred to you that those people will have those emotions. Tell me about that.
Okay. I went to Katharagama pilgrimage. So that is a also happened 2023. It's a really a life-changing moment again in my life because it is a like a most of the war experiences we were able to feel it in a different way. Like middle of the night, elephant or animals might come. So you know that screaming the last night while I was there, the
So
elephant
you
was
were sleeping outside.
outside. So
Okay.
suddenly, so one amazing, so all these things. So the fear was same, but I
Mhm.
faced it during the bombing and also in the Katargama Padayatra. The same fear, like middle of the night, like you are going to
Anything
be
can
killed.
happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one moment we woke up middle of the night shouting, so during that time also, on one day, there is army fellows who cooked and served the food for us. So standing in the lineup and getting the food from them was a really a blessing. I never thought I will come into that level of life to get the food from the army. And
You
then
mean about the trust?
yeah, and also to able to go and get it, like
Yeah, yeah,
receive it from them, because I was like, so that was one thing. And the
yeah.
other thing is also middle of the night, it's a total outdoor, nobody was there,
Mhm.
so sleeping there. And whenever I opened up my eyes, the army fellows were always with the torchlight looking around because to protect us. So majority of the pilgrims are Tamils. So I was so surprised. Oh my God, these people are like, we are sleeping by trusting them. And they didn't sleep over the. So
Mhm.
then one night I met this army person, and so he shared his journey. I read little bit about, like, during the war, how long for them to travel from Jaffna to here, and with the,
Mhm.
and he, all what I read, he was confirming, yeah, how hard for them to travel and come and all these things. And then I was limping because it was so painful. So he said, go to the army medical camp, the persons there, and ask them to put the, I was so touched. So it's the army who gave me the medicine and touch. So that is another moment, like I was like, wow. Then other thing happened also. He said, if you feel hungry, please come, we always have food, so come anytime, we'll give you food. And I was like, oh my God, what is this, right? Because these are unexpected things. Like I never thought like army will be
Mhm.
kind. That on that journey I really saw the kindness of the army. And I went to Kachadivu. It is a pilgrimage to St. Anthony's feast in, it is a island between India and Sri Lanka. So I went with the Navy fellows. So I was vomiting, and I was throwing up. There was a bag, I was vomiting in it, and it is the Navy who came and took that bag to throw it away. And that also I felt, I couldn't believe that, like they can do such things for us. And there also I received a lunch packet from the Navy with the uniform and everything. I stood front of them, I got the food from them, and it was really a blessing. Then again, for the Vesak, the Belavatta police station did a dana, and I went to the police station to get the food again from them, and they served, they gave us ice cream, and it was really something unexpected food. So these are the people, I will say, I ever never thought that army will give me food, navy will give me food, police will give me food, but all those have healed me, And the care and kindness I have seen during those moments when they were giving. So this really changed me to for my heart. Actually, I'm really feel comfortable with it.
That's a really beautiful lesson in this, Maureen, for all of us, that we so tightly hold on to, images of enemies or strangers or friends. And your story and your deliberate practice of putting yourself in the hands of the former enemy, doing the hard work, being open enough to be vulnerable in those moments, and to actually overcome fear, overcome hesitancy, overcome, you know, shame, anger, all those really, I guess, strong emotions that you have grown up with, that you are actually working to transform, and you have transformed them. So this is why I wanted to talk to you today, because when we have general just conversations, I feel like there is a lesson in this, your life and your way of dealing with things. There's a um, beautiful kind of a lesson that we can all learn from and practice. And it's a very tangible, it's not reading, presenting theories, it's not reading and telling us that it's not a sermon or a teaching, it's actually an embodied practice. So there's a living example of someone overcoming and transforming whatever barriers, whatever limitations the life that her life has dealt with. So I want to celebrate you, Maureen.
And I want to share a final